Stephen Vincent Lancrin, who is an educational expert at the OECD. Stephen, what is the future of the university in your opinion?
Well, I think that it will become more virtual in some ways, but bricks and mortars will continue to be prominent, become much more internationalized than what it is now, and probably offer a little bit more of new programs to make people become more entrepreneurial, innovative, etc. So more interdisciplinary work, but with a bit pressure of the research part, which actually drives the university in a totally different direction.
That doesn't sound very radical, though, is it?
No, it's not very radical. I think that it's just building on. To me, what big feature of the university is that it's a community of scholars. So it's an experience, not just a repository of knowledge and teaching, and that will become, in my view, whatever the transformation, one of the main features that it will keep in the future.
You've participated today in the Future of the University event at the HVA in Amsterdam. What did you most learn from today? What are you going to take back to Paris and to tell your colleagues about what's going on in Holland?
Well, I think many initiatives. I've been quite impressed by the nomads, entrepreneurship work. So I can see that it's very small scale in many ways, but there is a diversity of things trying to reinvent the ways. I would say not the university, but to reinvent university programs in some ways and to offer a more diverse kind of curriculum.
Do you think that there's been enough discussion on the financial side of entrepreneurialism? It doesn't seem as if much of the discussion focused on the bottom line. All people wanted to talk about were the cultural elements.
Indeed, I think that's one of the missing part of the equation, because many traditional universities are criticized for the big lecture halls and the kind of one-way education, but I don't believe that this was done on purpose. It's not like certainly academics believe that this is the best way of teaching. It's just that as university expanded, classes had to be bigger and bigger for economic reasons. So that all these programs, I believe, are really good, but one of the big challenges is how you scale and how you build a business model that allows you to reach more people.
What are the priorities for education from the OECD's point of view in the 21st century?
Well, I think that it's the quality of education. I think that for OECD countries, the quantity part has been kind of met. It's not over, but systems have expanded. More people can participate. To some extent, even participate several times. They have second chances. But the quality that people get in their their tertiary education is not always what it should. There is little attention paid to the quality of this education, partly because most of the incentives for universities are in research. And so, that's why we kind of welcome when we see that there is a real effort which is made to improve the teaching and improve the students' experience. We have to keep in mind that, in fact, while the university was built to train scholars, academics, researchers, now on average only 3% of students will go to the level of a PhD and become researchers or something like that. So that having everything focused towards this traditional model is a bit misleading in my view.
What's your opinion of initiatives in America that pay smart students to leave university and set up their own businesses?
Well, I think that's, smart students, when they leave university, it's generally speaking because they have something better to do. I don't believe that university kind of ruined their education, or it's just that, they had something better to do than finish their studies.